Three, two, one, and you're open.
Are we here, man? Good afternoon, everybody. Appreciate y'all for tuning in like I do every week. It's a beautiful Sunday. It is the controversial Best in Swoop show, and I'm here with my co-host and the always boisterous one, Best, and the controversial and beautiful, even though she got a hoodie on today, Christine. And yours truly, I'm your boy, the overweight lover, Vis Swoops, and I'm here to celebrate with my people and just, well, not celebrate, but just talk to y'all about a bunch of stuff that's been happening in hip hop this week. Best, Christine, how you guys doing?
You know me, I'm great. What about y'all?
Doing pretty good, a little under the weather, but business comes first.
Absolutely.
Period.
Just for our viewers today, if Christine is not on the whole episode, she's dealing with, she's under the weather, but she's doing her best, and she's here to rock with y'all, even though she is going through her own things right now. And we're here to support Christine.
Right.
Just drink a lot of fluids and, all that stuff like that.
Thank you.
Absolutely. How was you guys? I was gonna say how you guys' week was, but you already said that y'all good and under the weather. Y'all ready for the episode today? Christine, we actually start with your topic today. Some stuff you brought to our attention. What's going on with Quando Rondo?
Okay, so out in LA, there was a shootout. Quando Rondo, I believe he was in the vehicle as well, but his close friend passed away on scene of the shooting. Now, there was footage out. I've seen different types of footage. A lot of memes already out making fun of Quando Rondo and him screaming. And a lot of that nonsense is coming from the beef with OTF, obviously. And as far as Get Back, especially, with the King Von situation where he unfortunately passed away out in Atlanta. So what I think about this topic is it was bound to happen. I think that it was bound to happen. I believe after King Von's death, the way that Quando Rondo was moving was like extremely boisterous. I felt like he was untouchable. Now he wasn't the one hit in this situation, but close enough. And even with like FPG Cash, I remember before he passed away, he came out with a music video and he was like FaceTiming Quando Rondo, a little taunting and stuff like that. As people know, the beef with OTF. And I think this is like a learning lesson for a lot of people out there, who think that this shit is a game. And I feel like fans have such a big impact on the way that these individuals are moving.
So this is what I gotta say about this situation. Being that King Von, for some reason, he's a fan favorite. Like the whole world is going how you got the super fans? OTF has super fans. I'm talking about like, and they were to see Quando Rondo outside, they're probably sending a drop to Lil Durk or whoever just to get Quando Rondo touched. So for Quando Rondo to be moving like that throughout the hood, that bulletproof vest is kind of crazy to me. But I feel like, especially in the position you're one of the most hated right now, bro. Like even doing shows, even going to gas stations, nobody should be able to be like, oh, that's Quando Rondo. We should never be able to be like Quando Rondo. I don't care how gangster you think you is. There's fans that's willing to crash out that you don't know just to get a chance to be around Dirk. Just to say they did it for Dirk because they love what they got for Von. Like, it's to the point, bro, you have fans smoking Tuka and they never even met this kid. You feel me? Like, that's how much of a fan they are of OTF. So I just think, for one, Quando Rondo moving wrong. You shouldn't be happy about the gas station no matter what it is. But then I see another scenario where I guess he went to the hood in California and
He tapped in.
I guess he tapped in, but then I guess because you tapped in with the Hoover, I think I don't know all that blood crust stuff, but I guess
It's a lot of politics
on.
It's a lot of politics on. So before we go further, it's a lot of politics on the West Coast. So it's not like banging on the East Coast and banging on the West Coast is two different things because we're talking about going to the Mecca where this shit started. So it's about these are real neighborhoods. Like Hoover's neighborhood. These are real places where there's generations of people that have done that versus on the East Coast where guys has been doing it for generations, but this isn't like people grandmas is Hoovers. You feel me? Like they grandfather, it's deep like that. It's a little different. And a lot of dudes, when they do come to the West Coast, they want to tap in and patch in for their lineage or whatever the case may be. But regardless of how much you patched in, a lot of the times the dudes they beefing with live right around the street, right across the street. So yeah, like they share corner store, they share gas station. So 9 times out of 10 you're gonna run into whoever your op is, whatever the case whatever you call them. You feel me? So
right.
Nowhere.
And being that you're doing something, I feel like you should do your homework to know who your enemies are, so that if you see them, you're prepared. He's from Savannah, Georgia, bro. When you out of town, you're
out of towner.
Yeah, it's even more dangerous because you don't know these people. It's not like, you know how when you got hometown enemies, bro, you know these people, you went to school with these people, you kind of see, like, you could tell how your enemies move. You could tell what gas station to go, not to go to, what to go to. He probably is not he's not probably on par all the way to know, don't go here. This person, this cousin, because they said the people literally pull up to the gas station and just start shooting at them, bro. So that means they must have got the drop from someone somehow. They didn't like pull up and start shooting.
This is the other part too, right? He pulled up there with a nice car 9 times out of 10, right?
Yeah.
You pulled up there in a nice car in a neighborhood you not from. Even if niggas don't know that you Quando Rondo, you're not familiar.
Right.
It don't gotta be that it's Quando Rondo and it's these super fans. Like, that's easy to run with for the media and stuff like that. The streets is the streets, hyenas is hyenas, dogs is dogs, and niggas is niggas. Niggas, if a nigga hungry, he gonna go eat. If he really about that shit. So you come in here with your nice ass car, think you gonna do this, spending money, taking our money, messing with our women, because this is how these niggas think. And you think shit gonna be sweet? You ain't patching in. You ain't giving nothing back. Oh yeah, you gonna have to feel something. So
here's why I think it's more than that. Because usually when situations like that go happen, it's usually a rapper trying to get their chain tucked or something like. So think about it. They literally put up to the gas station. I'm talking about the news says they literally put up to the gas station, masked up. So they must have got the phone call. Quando Rondo's in the area and came to do it.
Best, you know what you overlooking, bro? They pulled up to a gas station in LA. Who you think work at that gas station?
Probably.
I'm gonna tell you who work at that. One of the homies. One of the homies work at the gas station, because you're not gonna work in the gas station in an op hood, bro. It don't work that way. You can't go there. This is like, we got our politics on the East Coast, but on the West Coast, it's like people don't leave their neighborhoods for real, because everything that they need is there. Because just to go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles or whatever the case you may want to be, or whatever that, or Louisiana Chicken, I forgot whatever the drink is called, you could go into the wrong hood and not come home for a piece of chicken. It's a little different ball game, bro. So he's going there. Somebody already seen that car driving down the street, and they're like, I don't know that car. So people were talking like, yo, boom, boom. It don't take long, bro. Like, it's easy to view it this way when you put because it's easy to say the OTF, the this, the that. These are the streets. These are dudes are hungry. You ain't patched in, and you over here flashing in my hood. You gonna step at the gas station? You stupid? And in Atlanta, you know what they always say in Atlanta? If you go to the gas station in Atlanta, park at a pump. Never park in front of the gas station, because that's how your car gets stolen. Your car gets stolen, you get shredded, then you get robbed. Like, it's all this stuff. It happens, but people, when they don't travel, and it's easy to point to the OTF and the Lil Durk thing, because that's what everybody knows. But until you go to these communities and you be there and you travel and you see what the politics really is in these hoods all over the country, you be like, oh, this shit is different. The politics in Memphis is the same politics in Atlanta. The politics in New York is not the same politics in LA. It's all different.
All different, yeah. That's a fact.
But you know what plays a part into it? It's like the OTF members going on Instagram, like mocking shit like that, making it like it's they work. So then everybody's on it, like, and you got to think about it. You're gonna be like, if it was they OTF is known to be self-snitch on these stuff, like, bro, they said
that's how they got popping. That's how not academics got popping that way, but they've been telling on themselves since
like,
2010.
Bro, I literally just seen a report of like King Von saying where the ops at 7 a.m, and then an op died, and then he tweets who just died, and then they allegedly charged him with it years later on. Like, that's how much they do this shit for the internet, like,
because
that's why a lot of
they keep forgetting how popular they are. Like, y'all not. This is not 2010 when y'all was doing stuff and y'all was talking about it.
They're not forgetting. They just want people to think. They just want people to know that they work though. They want to be like it's done. They want that.
And if you want that, you want federal indictment. So
that's what comes with this shit. They want, like, Chicago's all about who killed who. That's what they survive. Like, that's their model right now. Who's the biggest shooter? Blah blah. Like, that helps build rap careers basically in Chicago.
I won't say all of Chicago. We'll talk about this select group and this subgenre in Chicago.
The drill, the ones is like
this world, because we
Polo G, the dumb type of niggas.
Because we got people in Chicago that's not on none of that shit. Tink just dropped the album and her shit is dope. Shout out to her.
She a different bracket. She R&B. I'm talking about the drill.
Yeah, but you know, when we talk about Chicago, everybody always highlight the bad. that happens there. It's a ghetto. Like it's a ghetto everywhere. It's ghetto shit that's happening right now, and all the cities that we in, like it's ghetto. Like it's gonna happen because it's poverty. So niggas wanna when it's poverty, all you have like when you come from, you gotta think about it like this, right? Because OTF, all these niggas ain't up. Some of these niggas is up. Not all of these niggas is up. And a lot of these niggas never had money before, so they don't know what to do with it. They still want to act like niggas because that's all they know how to act like, bro. Like niggas in the hood. They not gonna do anything different until somebody show them different. Look how long it took for Dirk to be in certain rooms, bro. Dirk been out since what, 2011?
Yeah.
And that and 2011, bro, I think. Because I was the first.
Nah, JoJo died in 2012.
What it was like whatever that cusp was. You feel me? She's still been 10 years. So, but look how long it took for Dirk to get a number one single. Look how long it took for Dirk to get a certain amount bag. Like we talking about 2016, Dirk was doing shows for 7,500.
Yeah.
So it's just about the way that their minds is. They still caught up on, and you could be on gang shit, bro. But it's a lot of gangsters that whole minds was about business at the same time, bro. We might get to that later in the show. Like, well, I ain't gonna say gangster, but people that operated in that drain and moved on. Shout out to Supreme. Shout out to Big Meech, guys like that who had business minds. It wasn't just I'm gonna be the top shooter. Like, bro, who the top shooters don't get paid, bro. They disposable. Like you a pawn, bro. Like, yeah, you could boom some, but then what? You broke. So I don't know, man. I leave that Quando Rondo drink to me is just real. It's real eerie around that because he got a lot of energy around him that he don't need.
Yeah.
I said RP Lil Pop. I think that's how you said Lil Pop too, because unfortunately he lost his life to that shit. It's unfortunate like Quando Rondo while grieving, once he got on the internet, he got to see all the mockery on the internet. Like I seen guys, I don't know if you guys seen the video, but in the video, like no pie, he was screaming, grieving that his homie just checked out. And the first thing you see is the old chat niggas going, "Oh no," just mocking and shit. Like you see them trying to push shit. What
you expect?
If it was him, it would be way worse than what we've been seeing. I feel like if it was Quando Rondo killed, the mockery would be way worse. You remember when King Von got killed and people were making memes of him stitched up in the autopsy and shit?
But that's what comes with the shit. Like, bro, I never seen Quando Rondo violate the dead yet. So I like King Von, he violated the dead. So I could kind of understand why people were using that to his man. Like King Von lived for violating the dead. I never see Quando Rondo really like.
I feel like he doesn't do it directly, but
he does indirect. Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah. But at the end of the day, they not cool. Like, so again, this is where people coming in being fans of size. And this is y'all version of this. So I seen a little bit of it as a young. I was super young when Biggie and Pac happened. But the biggest version I've seen of this, which still exists to this day, and I think was probably worse, was when G-Unit and when 50 and Ja was at it. It got nasty. Feel me? Real nasty. And people got to understand, you can't, this don't got nothing to do with you. Like, none of this shit that's going on between these two groups got nothing to do with you. And you can't say one side is wrong for doing something because they do not fuck with each other. They are opposite. That's the opposition. I don't fuck with him. I don't wish them well. I don't want them doing better than me. If I see them, it's up. Like, that's what it is. Like, and people want, how do you want to put civilian protocol on street shit? I don't know. Let that street shit be street shit, and don't, like, it's not our business really to be talking about. Not saying like us on the show, but I mean as a collective in the culture, too many people got a say in the joint. If you're not trying to fix the situation, you're just gonna make the shit worse.
The sad thing about this whole situation is that there's fans that really think they're OTL, there's fans that really think they're FVG, there's fans that really think they're NBA.
But they not.
And they not. I'm saying they think there's, and they'll probably throw their life away trying to prove that they down with this quick. I think that's the saddest part, like, or get the job to, or just, I don't know, just help, like, put a rap in a tough position where it's get dangerous. Because you know how Boosie used to say, "Oh, it's dangerous in your hometown." Now the internet got people really feeling like parties cool where they really like to risk it. So you don't know who to watch out for. You don't know if this is a fan trying to rob you. Like it's civilians, regular civilians that think they knew King Von.
Yeah, I mean, and it's always gonna be like that because it's super fans. You feel me? Like you say something bad about such and such, and that somebody's a super fan, it's gonna be that. But keeping it 100, and we're gonna move on from here. 9 times out of 10, these people they're not gonna really risk that shit. These niggas should think that in their head. They'll say that, and they might even try to fight. They might try to fight someone in a public forum where they could get some internet clout. But if they catch these motherfuckers one-on-one, they're not doing shit.
Nah, this generation is crazy. I think
it's not, bro. I'm telling you, I've seen some shit. Niggas can think they crazy as they want to think.
Don't get me wrong.
It's not going down that way. A lot of these rappers don't go around, but Quando Rondo is one of the few who want to go around by himself being on dummy timing. That's dummy timing. You're a public figure.
You want to know what's going on? He's not able to make no money because no one wants to work with him.
So then, what the fuck? Why are you in LA in the hood? If you're not making no money, what is being in the hood in LA going to do for you?
Niggas be trying to put a gangster, or
But that shit don't. And even then, you could be with some gangsters, but they got beef with other gangsters, nigga. So that shit not like, man. Quando Rondo.
But you know how they be, bro. Listen, like, when you watch rappers vlogs and shit, they're like, yo, we in the trenches, no security.
I understand that. All of this part, like, and Christine, I know we got to get you in here to say some things too. We're going to get to the R&B's Dead joint with Diddy. No, I mean, Stunna Gambino and Perko in a second. But this is how I'll end it. If anybody else got something to say after this, because we're going to wrap this up. People have to understand there is a difference between street and a difference between the music industry. And the niggas that don't know the difference is the niggas that don't last long. R.I.P. King Von. If you do not know the difference, you will not last long in this motherfucker. You're either going to jail like TK or you're going to die like one of these other rappers. So, like, I'm not here to preach to y'all. I'm here to tell y'all the real. Like, this street stuff, niggas do not care that you sign a deal. We just had Mace on there talking about how Fabio would not do shows because they had 22Gs and Coach the Ghost on the lineup. That's real shit. It don't matter that you became famous yesterday. Your ops is broke. They don't give a fuck. They gonna shoot you if they see you. Like, this is just the real, bro. All right. Streets don't stop because your life changed. It's niggas that I know to this day that do not like me. And we got a problem because somebody snitched about a fucking apple when we was in like 7th grade. But when I see these niggas, I know what time it is, bro. And I'm 28. When this shit happened, I was 12, bro. It don't matter what happened in my life since I was 12, bro. These niggas don't like me. I know what it is when I run into these niggas. And so it don't like, if people that don't come from this cloth trying to do this internet culture shit, that shit do not work when you really got to be outside.
Yeah. And I feel like, pride and attention is a bad mix. And that's what a lot of these young rappers have. And the fantasy of being a rapper and stuff from the fans and all that shit, it really puts people in a bubble. And only the people that know what reality is like are the ones that's going to get it, or you're going to learn from it.
Absolutely. Moving along though. Shout out to, because we can make this quick, but not too quick. But shout out to Perko, Lil Perko and Stunna Gambino for making it onto the Spotify New Music Friday playlist. That's actually a major placement because everybody knows Spotify every Friday releases a New Music Friday, and that's where the top joints is on there. I think Tink and Chris Brown had a song on there. Offset had a joint on there, and it's only like 20-something songs, 30-something songs. So to be on there is super fire. Like, I don't know if people really understand the magnitude of what's going on with that situation there, but I'm proud of both of them, especially Perko. Perko, stop getting into these local debates about who's who. You doing stuff other people have never done. That's what I got to say to you. And don't get caught up on that. He also just released a project too, as well. What's called? What is the name project again? Best, if you might know.
Name of the Lamb.
The Lamb. I thought you said
the name.
All right, cool.
In the name.
In the name of the Lamb. Yeah. So that's dope. Shout out to Perko for that. Y'all got anything y'all want to say about that? Or how major that is actually?
Now shout out Perko. Shout out Gambino. It's a fire.
Shout them out. Lil Perko's been working hard, so congratulations to him.
It's
nice doing it. I'm supposed to be doing an interview with Perko tomorrow, so
I've been trying to get an interview with him for the longest. If you want to come on the show, Perko, Stunna Gambino, y'all have a personal invite to come on to the controversial Best in Swoop show.
I'm gonna call him and let him know and see what he want to do.
We putting it out there, man. Just you have a personal invite to come on here, and we gonna ask you some things. Listen, if you got a girl, it's all right. We're not gonna ask you nothing too crazy unless Christine want to ask you some questions that the ladies will probably want to ask y'all.
Right. Exactly. That would be cool though. Just let us know.
Absolutely. Is R&B dead?
I ain't gonna lie, I don't think it's dead, but it's not like back in the day, R&B was also, it made you want to love your girl. You feel me? It made you want to be in love and stuff like that. Nowadays, it's more about toxic love and stuff like that, like heartbreaks. Like, even though it was like that back then, but I feel like more now, it's like when you listen to R&B, well, there's probably some R&B artists that are doing them love songs that make you want to fall in love and stuff. It's just not getting pushed. It's not, because nobody wants to be in love no more. It's like, everybody just wants to fuck. You know how this shit go.
I think so. Also, let's set this up. So this question was formed by Jermaine Dupri and Diddy having the conversation, and they were talking about R&B being dead to some kind of magnitude. Is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Diddy and JD been talking about this. I don't understand how this even comes into a conversation from JD because he just did a song with Division. Well, he just did a project with Division, I believe. And so he been working with Division and stuff. And Usher is about to drop. Tank just dropped, of course, which is dope. But I think it goes back to what you've been saying a little bit best in the fact that it's not that people don't want to love, it's what's being pushed. And with mute, because we talking about these songs where people were talking about like Cry For You by Jodeci, Still Waiting, 5 Steps by Drew Hill, or We Not Making Love No More by Drew Hill. I could go to God. These songs were 5-minute songs. These are ballads. If we go to New Edition, Boys to Men, these are.
Don't respect. You know whose name to mention. Don't even violate, bro.
Yo, I'm not even gonna say. I can't even do that because he is him. But his name shall go unsaid on this show by
R.
me.
Kelly. R. Kelly. I don't know. I'll let you say
Christine, you got something to say about this, Christine? Go ahead. I'm gonna leave it to Christine because I'm not going with this R. Kelly thing with Best.
Well, I feel like, about this situation, I think that our R&B is dying. It really is. Now, I can honestly say I've never been a huge R&B fan. I'm actually like very rare on that end. I've never really got into new things like Summer Walker and stuff like that. So I haven't been caught up too much. But I will say, yes, the meaning of music is definitely different. And it's definitely toxic. And putting out a message out there that seems so normal, you know what I'm saying, that people think that shit is love.
And that's the thing. Back in the day, I feel like girls love R&B songs and shit. Now all they want to listen to is Pooh Shiesty and shit like that.
But
that
that goes. So let's put it this way, right? First of all, R&B is not dying. The format is not dying.
It's never done.
It's not. It's thriving and with the talent. But what happened is that people got lazy. And then you have people like, and I like Bryson Tiller, but you got the Bryson Tillers, you got the what's the dude that do all the toxic shit, the Brent Fires or whatever the case may be, and they go into the rapper lane, and then they be kind of singing, rapping, and then we have the rappers, and A Boogie's my guy, shout out to Boogie, but when you got the melodic rappers like A Boogie coming into this thing, now it kind of blurs, even Lil Uzi, it blurs the lines of what R&B is now.
And think about
hold on, before you go there, Best, I'm gonna get this last point off. And because song structure has gotten shorter, this is probably the most songs we ever had in under 2.5 minutes in generations. Guys don't make 3-minute, 4-minute songs no more. Because when you get into a 3-minute, 4-minute song, you're like, damn, this is kind of long. Like this, your attention span is not there. So it goes into them and makes R&B artists, because you gotta think about it. They don't have bridges in the song no more. They don't have all these so you got the bridges. They might do one chorus. There's none like the structure of the song. It gotten so condensed. Like what's the last ballad that you heard? And I love Summer Walker. Summer Walker's fire. Like Summer Walker's fire. Snow Allegra's fire. Ari Lennox. A lot of the women R&B, they smoking shit. The niggas, they got some work to do.
You know what it is, bro? You know what it is, bro?
Let's talk about like Lucky Day and niggas like that.
We live in a world where we live in an era where it's like controversy is like way, 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 way more important than it has ever been in music. Like back in the days, the label had kind of more control on stuff. The radio had more control on stuff. Nowadays, it's the internet and the blog and stuff. But what's gonna make me go click on Bryson Tiller album and listen throughout listen to it the whole way through? If you talk about a heartbreak and you see you got a heartbreak in real life, everybody gonna start pushing that agenda. Oh, look how this girl cheated on Bryson Tiller in the song. I sound like a crazy love song, crazy breakup song. That's the type of songs that's getting pushed right now.
Like the Vision just put out, and that shit wasn't all that. And I would say this. So
yeah, I didn't hear about that.
And it's also about what you pay attention to, because now it's so many subgenres of genres. So it's like it's easy to say, well, I don't see this, I don't see that. But what's your algorithm like on your social media? What do you like? What do you like more on things? And the blogs don't run shit. Everything is algorithmic. So what you like, they'll show you more of what you've been liking or whatever they're trying to push. So if you have an artist like Drake, it don't matter what your algorithm is, because you know why? Universal going to put a bag on every social media platform to make sure that Drake is getting pushed how he's supposed to. So it's really not the blog. We have a lot of say and a lot of control, and like with blogging and media and stuff like that. We help, but whatever them advertisement dollars is going, that's what the fuck you gonna see. It's the advertising dollars. That's really what it is. And I do want to open the phone lines too. I know we might have to go to commercial in a second, right?
Yeah. Well, I basically feel like, bro, it's just like love is not getting pushed. Like, think about it. When I was a kid growing up, bro, I used to go to weddings all the time. You used to hear people be married 10 years, like 10 years. Now it's a whole bunch like, you really gotta see the energy that you get put around you, and that's what the shit you're gonna want to hear. People see trap shit, now everybody gonna go slide do drills and shit. Nobody wants to be in love no more, bro. Like social media ruined love.
That's the social media. That's the social media joint. But at the same time, we gotta look.
That plays a part. Like, so think about it. You're a little bit older than me. I'm 22, and Christina, how old are you? If you don't mind sharing.
25.
25. Okay. Hey. Right. Think about how many of your friends have been in a relationship for more than 3 years. How many friends can you think on your hand have been in a relationship for 3+ years? So who the fuck want to hear that love shit if you can't relate to love shit? You want to hear toxic shit because that's what you relate to. You think you can hear heartbreak. Love is not the same thing.
So
family is not even the same thing. Remember when you used to be younger, you used to go to your grandma's crib with all your cousins and stuff? You don't see that shit no more like that.
But you got to think about, so it's a bunch of things that go into that. And we're going to go to the commercial break, actually. Mike, we're going to go to commercial really quick and get back into this best, because I know we got to do what we got to do. Let's go to commercial right quick.
It's open. Nobody's calling you. You hear when it's called.
Say you gon' book a car, it's open, then it's yours, come rent it. Meet me at the pickup location, 24 hours, we in business. Yeah, it's clean for you, it's washed for you, it's ready to get to spinning. Drop the top, C300, Mercedes-Benz, and cruise the city. I've been getting all these cars, put them on Toro, making a killing. Come drive the Escalade, moving like a boss, what a feeling. All my cars special, 5-star, exactly what they tell you. I never fail you, you call presidential, it's a rental, but we keep it simple. Hit me up and book my car. Unlimited miles, you going far, and the car's safe for you. I see you at the end of your trip. Hurry up and get it. Hit me up and book my car. Now I see you really whipping. Unlimited miles, you going far. You could go to any distance, and the car's safe for you. I see you at the end of your trip. QX80 ride, Yukon when I slide. What I drive, Cadillac CT5, Tahoe outside. It's a vibe, flex in that vet. Push button elect, yeah, you winning. None of the cars fake. Got my paper plates, cause I'm a gremlin. Toro gremlin. Look me up right now, book me right now. We got them vehicles. 8-seaters, presidential, sports cars. CT5.
You reconnected.
Yeah.
We back. Bet you hear me?
Yeah.
All right, Christine's back. Oh yeah, she's not back yet. Oh yeah, Christine. All right, she's out. She's not feeling well. Christine, get better. That is we love our co-host as well, and it sucks to be possibly being down with a fever like that. So again, our prayers and thoughts with Christine at this time. Best talking about R&B.
Right.
We got the phone lines open so people want to call, and we haven't gotten any calls yet. Which y'all can tune in and call in and if y'all have an opinion on this. Like I was saying before, I think what you're saying plays a role, but we got to also remember that technology, so everything has become so instant. We talking about a time when these songs were being made, you have to call after 9 p.m. to be on the phone for 3 minutes. Feel me?
Right.
We live in a time where your basic phone plan comes with unlimited minutes, unlimited text.
Right.
Like Wi-Fi is available. Like Wi-Fi is available at the gas station at McDonald's. Like it's free Wi-Fi on buses. So it's everything so instant. Everybody feel like it's nothing but ample opportunities and ample options out there. People not willing to work through things, and we in this super duper self-help generation where people forget that how important it is to build relationships and rapport with other people. So that coming into play changes the whole dynamic into the kind of music that we getting. And nobody want to be player. Everybody want to be a player.
And that's what it is. So why would you want to hear love? Because I ain't gonna lie, I get at times where I'd probably driving late night and I want to hear R&B and shit like that. But do I really want to be in a relationship? And that's because I'm kind of older, 22. I'm 22. You feel me? So I grew up on that type of music at one point in time. The younger kids, they don't know nothing about like. Yes, they respect the Beyonce, they respect these, like, of course, because they were made loving to us. But do they really go listen to YouTube and be wanting to love you? Like it's like
blame the parents.
No, when you,
I blame the parent. What your parents is playing, man?
No, but like think about when we was coming up, even disciplining your kids now. When we was younger, bro, we used to get belt whoopings. These kids is not getting belt whoopings. And when we was coming up, you was told the whole neighborhood could yell at you, like your neighbor could yell at you and tell you what to do. You tell one of your little kids what to do, they're gonna tell you suck my dick or something like that now, bro. like, am I lying, Swoop? Like, it's the most disrespectful we ever seen kids before, bro.
I think people always feel like this is the most disrespectful that it is, but I think that it's always been disrespectful.
No, it's been disrespectful, but I feel like it never got it. Like it was at least some type of respect, some type of respect.
You know what the difference is?
It's not that no more.
You know what the difference is? You get clout off of being disrespectful. Because you pick up this little shit right here. Let me put it, I don't know. Pick up one of these motherfuckers right here, and you start recording, you could do whatever you want to do. And you don't got to be held accountable. So it's like, or you do get held accountable, but people hide behind that shit. You don't see them outside. They don't be doing shit. So they get away with a lot of things. Like, again, like I always tell people, and I think the thing that make me and you different is it don't matter what I say on this shit right here. Because I'm going to say the same shit to your face. I'm going to say the same shit on this mic, and I don't come from a club where however you want to handle this, we can handle it. You want to step in the
be
drink,
straightforward. Like you gotta come outside.
Because they never been punched in the face.
Internet all day in the crib.
They never been punched in the face. And sometimes you get punched in the face and you ain't do nothing. You just gotta fight. But when you coming from an environment where that's not the case, it be what it gotta be. And I think that R&B is not dead. It's alive and thriving. Like I said, Tank just dropped. Tank album was dope. You got Cleo Soul, you got Snow Allegra's, you got SZA ain't even dropped yet. Like I know Christine brought up Summer Walker. Summer Walker is her. Like she's fire. Like it's people that get real busy, but at the same time, the whole toxic R&B always been toxic. It's always been toxic shit in there.
I feel like it's more like on some shit where like R&B, you were like how we said melodic is selling out more because it's the hooks and shit like that. It's more appealing. It's catchy. 2 minutes, like you said, the songs is way shorter. Back then, the songs was 5. Bro, I remember when I was watching R. Kelly and the Isley Brothers, the video used to be like 9 to 10 minutes, bro.
It was a whole production behind it. That's why
it was a whole movie behind this shit. Now, like,
you can't wait to bring up R. Kelly into a conversation. You're like, well, I watch R. Kelly.
That's the king of R&B.
All right, first of all, it's Bobby Brown, but we're not gonna do that.
Okay. R. Kelly and Bobby Brown, they can bullshit that title. I'm not mad at Bobby Brown. But even like, bro, like think about it. when you look at social media, because social media, I mean not social celebrities lifestyle, right? Because that plays a big part of what people want to be like. The influence, like you used to see relationships back in the day, and motherfuckers used to be dating and shit. When Love and Hip Hop came out, you see all that toxic shit going on. Motherfuckers be cheating, motherfuckers be getting hurt.
We see their life too much.
Yeah,
That's the thing. Like when back before, all you had was whatever Perez Hilton. Perez Hilton, if you know, you know who he was. Yeah. You had those kind of people. You had Entertainment Tonight. Entertainment Tonight, like Channel E, was a big thing because all of your celebrity gossip you got from their tabloids. But now, I
remember it used to come out at nighttime. Yeah, I do remember that.
Now, all the artists show their life 24/7, so they can make more money. They make a lot more money than they used to before because you see them all the time. But now you also know everything about their life. Like 20 years ago, what's her name? Ari, G Herbo baby mama. No, and no disrespect to her. This is just an example. Nobody would know who she is because she wouldn't get any press because who's putting money behind her? Oh, about that we getting a call in on the line. We have a list. Who's calling there? Who we got calling?
Call from
Blizzy.
Oh, we got Blizzy on the line.
Press 1 to send a voice.
You got Blizzy on. Yo, Blizzy, what's up, gang?
Yo.
Yeah, man, we talk about this R&B dead really quickly, man. Well, actually, we gonna wrap up this R&B dead conversation, and I want to get into this because you a parent, and we want to get into the conversation about Black parenting. So, just quick wrap up do you believe R&B is dead?
I believe that that shit got shot for a little bit. Feel me, nigga? It's been in the ER and shit. Feel me?
Yeah.
Nigga. But I don't feel like it's all the way dead because let's be honest, like Chris Brown drop an album once every 5 years, and
he's touring right now.
Gonna be relevant and shit.
You know, and Usher's on the way to with an album. Tank just dropped this Friday, last Friday. Usher. Chris Brown and Tank got to drink together.
Usher got a residency out there, don't he?
Yeah, Usher got the residency out here in Vegas. Chris Brown does too.
And you see what Chris Brown said about R&B being dead? The labels are not pushing it because it's killing.
So when people say R&B being dead, and I think we're gonna wrap this up here.
And not dead. It's just not at the height it was at the height.
It wasn't going to be because somebody has to become the new king, right? Well, this is what I'll say. So mainstream R&B is not where it should be. But again, like I mentioned, Cleo Soul before, like I mentioned, Snow Allegra, SZA ain't dropped yet, so we're not even gonna talk about SZA. Summer Walker's doing what she's doing. She's considered mainstream. But then you got these people that are not mainstream, and then the Lucky Days of the world. But you got non-mainstream R&B artists that smoking shit. But the difference is they don't have the same backing. So unless you are an R&B person and you go into these shows and these intimate settings when they touring, it's kind of like a lot of the really good R&B artists. They kind of like underground rappers right now, like the Riggs, what Benny the Butcher was about 2-3 years ago. You feel me? Like they doing no circus now. They doing not small venues, but they doing shows with intimate settings and they performing and they real fans are going to this shit. Versus
niggas don't even know about Snow Allegra. Niggas don't even know about no matter.
But that's what I'm getting into right here.
Don't know nothing about. And you the young niggas. Best you young. I know you ain't hear her yet. I know you ain't from that shit.
But listen, Snow Allegra get crazy. Ari Lennox get crazy. Like it's the women in R&B is smoking shit. It's not even. Summer Walker get nasty with it. Like this shit is crazy. You feel me?
Yo, shout out to my homegirl Monty. She just got the album about motherfucker got her shit fired too.
That's what I'm saying. It's so many. And
shout out.
It's so many. And then even R&B artists, their egos is not, they don't, as long as they able to perform and do their thing, because you can't fake R&B. Either you can sing or you can't. Well, rappers, you can fake this shit.
You know what it was, Swoops? Auto-tune came in, bro. So it got motherfuckers that never could sing. But it's not the same. It's not the same though.
But you got, and even this, because Blizzy is an artist. This is my brother. I'm glad he called in, and also friend of the show, and he's an artist. Blizzy I know. Bless, I can't really see your face right now, bro. Pause. But I know, even auto-tune can only save you but so much. For certain keys in auto-tune, you really have to know how to sing. Even if they throw the auto-tune on you. If you can't sing, you can't sing. And at some point in time, you're gonna have to do this shit live. If you can't sing, you can't sing. It's a reason why niggas that was talking shit about T-Pain, it didn't stand up because the nigga was singing live. And they nigga like, oh no, this nigga can really sing.
Yep.
Roger Troutman, oh, this nigga can really sing. Yes, you feel me? It was the helium and you feel me, whatever the drink or whatever the laugh box. But these people were able to really sing and make this stuff really work. These other people that we see auto-tuning and stuff to death, it limits them. You can see why their songs are so flat, why they don't have so much range and shit in their music. And that shit, like, man, fuck all that. But moving and the ego, like I said, the artists that really love doing this shit, their egos is not in it. Like how rappers have a crazy ego. Before we get into the black parenting part, because I think that's what we're gonna end before we get out of here, because it's almost 11:15. Well, excuse me, 11:15. It's almost 1:15 on my end. About 4:11 for y'all over there. So SoundCloud rapper, right? His ego. Oh, how many streams he get on SoundCloud?
I'm pretty sure he's lit. I ain't gonna hold you.
But this is the thing, all right. How many streams did he get? Just because you can get streams and get pushed to do certain numbers, because this is free stuff. It's free. Correct?
Yeah.
Yes.
But you being mad, you sold 85 tickets.
So listen, just 23 years ago, he dropped the song, and all of them got 300K or better.
That don't mean nothing, bro. A stream and actually, I feel you. I'm not saying you. I'm not attacking you. I want this to be clear. This is me being passionate right here. Blizzy know, like I know, we've been on the road having to do shit for real, like to really make money. Just because I've seen artists stream more, Blizzy's my brother, love him to death, stream more than Blizzy. I've seen Blizzy sell more tickets for a show.
You know what it really is? It all depends on your market too, bro. Your market plays a big factor.
It's not the market. It's about can you. This is the biggest part, right? Because the record industry is not about making money. It's about making hits. Because if they make a hit, they can licensure the hit for years, decades. You feel me? Like people still use the like the Beatles shit, right? The Beatles been making music since the 60s. They haven't came out with a new song in years, but they still use their songs when they make commercials and shit because it's the licensure. They want to make hits so they can license to make money that way on the back end in the future. Because the immediate investment, 9 times out of 10, they're not going to make money over it. What these artists don't understand is that in order to get to a certain level, you have to do the groundwork. So if only 85, and I shout out to Deanie because Deanie said some real shit. I don't care if 85 people pay for the ticket. I got paid to do a show. I'm going to do the show for those 85 people because now the next time I come to the show, it might be 250. But they fucked with me because when it was the 85 out there, I came out there and I showed love and I made that shit lit. And people was like, damn, like you didn't even go out there and make it lit and be like, damn, the people that didn't go like, oh, well, it's only 85 people there, but damn, that shit look like it was a good ass time. Right. No, your ego said, fuck it, I'm not going at all.
And that be niggas' problems. Cause I ain't gonna hold you. Again, your market plays a big factor. Where's the kid came to Rochester, New York, and did a show and had nobody in the crowd? No, he didn't perform. Montana 300 could go to the Midwest and have a big ass crowd, right? But he could come to Rochester and not have a big ass crowd. Your market plays a big thing.
Don't matter.
Some shits got more streams than Perkle, right? But if they was doing show Rochester, New York, I bet you more people go out for Perkle than some shits.
But this is the thing, right? It don't matter if that people who, all right, some people come out in one city more than the other. It's about expanding your brand. All right, 85 people came here. But this is a market that I'm not in, so I'm gonna go do this show and show the people to fuck with me, cause I fucked with y'all.
And that's where people would get. They don't. But you know what it is? The SoundCloud rappers didn't really come off the passing out your DVDs and try to gain fans. They came off the like on some gaming shit and built their core to niggas that stay in the crib. I feel like most of the SoundCloud niggas, I feel like they stay in the crib and play the game.
And that's true.
You got on mind?
And I know, and I'll say this too. People have to understand. Oh, niggas like, yo, I got 100,000 on YouTube. That's fine. Can you sell physical, tangible items? A ticket, a vinyl, a hoodie. This hoodie I'm wearing right now. This is a Griselda hoodie. Where the Griselda joint at on here, man? I can't even find it. Griselda hoodie. The wrong side. This is a Griselda hoodie. You feel me? From like this is what I be trying to tell people, bro. Like, for Pray for Haiti album, I bought merch off of that. So he made real bread off of this because I really bought merch. When I buy vinyls, when I went to go shout out to my nigga Riggs and the Cloth, you feel me? Mooch and all of them. Mav, everybody. I bought the vinyl. That's a real fan. Somebody that just stream your shit for free, they support your shit, but a real fan gonna buy your shit. That's the difference.
A real supporter.
So like,
and I always say a lot of his fan base, I feel like it's little kids that probably be asking their parents for money.
But that
so
even if that's what it is, right? Listen, bro. I've begged my mom to buy me a CD. Harassed her to buy me a CD till I got it. Shit, I'm not proud to say I snuck in there and stole $10 out of purse so I could go buy an album. Real shit. I ain't gonna buy a Young Jeezy album. Thug Motivation 1-on-1. I stole $10 out my mom. Oh, it was $12, something like that. Out my mama purse to go buy a Young Jeezy album. And not bring it home because I know she would break it if she see me listening to it.
Yep.
So that's people have to understand. They be like, I'm super fans. I want to be OTF. I want to be this. But have you ever bought a concert ticket? Have you ever bought a vinyl? Have you ever bought a project? Have you ever bought a single? And when we get into the local stuff, I always tell people, I'm like, yo, y'all always get into this local argument. I'm litter than this person litter than that person. Y'all listening to people who bought your project when you dropped. But they telling you to drop new music. Go buy my old, you want to hear my old shit? What PZ said, you want to hear my old shit? Go buy my old shit. I'm not making that no more. I make it for people that buy my shit. If you don't buy my shit, why do I care what you think? If you want to hear old takes from me and Best, go listen to our old takes. Because we're not making those no more. Like we elevating. It's not about, we both started in the city of Rochester with this media stuff, but look at what we've done since then. Blizzy living in Blizzy, I want to get your take on this too, because about just this kind of thing and also writing. Because I think the black parenting one we'll say with Christine is here. I think that's a better conversation to say with her on here. But so I just wanted to get your take on the SoundCloud rapper not performing because he only sold 85 tickets to his show. And then also DJ Clue said that artist music would be better if they used a pen and a pad. And a lot of them stopped trying to act like they could just rap off the dome.
You say if they could just rap from home?
Rap off the dome. Like a lot of artists say that they don't write.
Oh, okay. Oh, you said rap off the dome. My fault.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I feel like whatever is comfortable to you. Like now, back to what you were saying about like R&B and shit. Like R&B, like that's a feeling thing. Like so, at the end of the day, nigga, one of the best artists ever, nigga. Who, we not gonna keep talking about or whatever because that's best man's and shit, whatever the case may be, but. R. Kelly, that bitch ass nigga cannot write, bro. He cannot write. Like he physically does not know how to write. Like so he was freestyling all those hits. Like so at the end of the day, like can you really argue with that though? Like niggas writing for other.
No, we not. When he was
right.
talking about writing with a pen and a pad, not about R&B artists, he's talking about rappers.
Oh, okay, and that's I was just using. But I'm still just using R. Kelly as an example, but.
I don't you don't got you.
Everybody's not Jay-Z. Everybody not gonna close their fucking eyes and one take they motherfucking verse or whatever. And I feel like that shit just comes with repetition.
But even all these guys that started rapping off like without writing, Big, Jay, Wayne, like even DMX at times. You feel me? Certain rappers like that. A lot of them wrote a lot before they got to that point. What's the phrase? What it takes $10,000 hours to do anything to become an expert. Like people keep forgetting. Like Tupac notebooks when he was in prison, when he was just writing books of raps, is a thing. Like people save this stuff because dude wrote notebooks. DMX similar wrote notebooks full of raps.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I could get to a joint and then I could start doing because I've been practicing this craft for so long that it becomes second nature to me.
It's like this Swoops. Like I don't know you ever knows academics, bro. When he does his little hip hop commentary, bro, and he does it all the through without stopping, without editing, doesn't even write nothing down. A lot of people gotta write what they got a lot of people gotta plan out what they want to say. write out what they want to say, and do shit like that. Academic does it without stuttering, bro. That's the 10,000 hours he put in doing 2-3 videos a day.
Yeah, I was just about to say, like, sometimes that shit just feels natural. So,
Yeah.
Feel me? I believe that Academics really does that live stream because he's just being himself. Like, let's be honest. Like,
Yeah, it's
feel
different.
me? Once y'all shit get as big as Academics and shit, nigga, yeah, y'all gonna plan this shit out. But the funniest shit is the most spontaneous shit. Like, you can't always just sit here and script.
I'm talking about as far as. You know, when you read notes and shit, you plan shit out, bro. I don't think Academics, he reads it he reads it one time through and doesn't like look at it no more. You don't see him read no.
Yeah, and I believe that. That's what I'm saying. I believe that.
Because even when you watch the talk show hosts and like the Wendy Williams and like they used to have little cards and stuff with they question and you see what's the girl from City Girls? Cause I don't know her name, but she could be having like the notes and what's her question she wants to answer in hands. The notes.
Carisha,
yeah.
But it also depends on the format because when Academics is on, so you got to think about it. When you see Academics on Everyday Struggle, his job was to be him. If you really pay attention, the person that controlled the flow of the show is Nadeska. So it allowed Joe and Ack to be themselves because they don't have to control the flow. They just got to do their takes, similar to what me, you, and Christine do. Like, it's when we get to the point where we do it, like right now, people see it, and I'm kind of the person controlling the flow and letting you, Christine, roll. But it's really to help y'all be to a point where, boom, it might be Christine or maybe you controlling the flow of the show, and then it's just like, all right, bro, you could just, or this episode you could just flow, and I'm gonna let you get your shit off. Feel me? It's just about understanding the dynamic. Academics don't. He's in a position where he does a lot of one-on-one interviews. He does a lot of well, not one-on-one, but group interviews where you have other people in there. And then you'll see when he tries to control the flow of things to keep order. And then you'll see when he's on his live stream, it's just a little bit more free-flowing, so it's a little different. But yeah.
All right, let's move on, cause I wanna hit this topic.
Yeah.
Blizzy, I don't know if you've seen Erica Banks twerking in front of the high school crowd at a pep rally. My take on that is, what's the big deal? These little niggas is 15 plus. These
bro, she's a grown ass woman. That's the difference.
What does that mean? Yo, what does that mean? What's the difference between twerking in public and twerking on Instagram?
So the same difference that it is when one of these teachers send a picture of their titties to one of these 15-year-old boys and they gotta go to jail.
So let me ask you this. On TV, they're putting little boys kissing little boys in cartoons.
That's we not going. That's where
has a problem with.
Whoa. That
wait, what?
We not going there.
Nah, no, we gotta be.
Best. We not going. I'm gonna say that.
I don't think I even heard like what exactly happened. What exactly happened?
So basically, Erica Banks, right? That's her name.
Yeah,
she was doing a show for a high school, and then she went over to a corner and started twerking, and I guess it was like a group of boys or whatever over there, and they was all turned up, and they didn't put their hands on her respectfully, nothing like that, but there was backlash from parents to people online, like, why is she doing that to these little ass boys?
Yeah, I'm not jacking that. And me as a parent,
see, so
but Blizzy, look at they're in high school. They basically
it 15. Don't matter. They not adults, nigga. They kids.
But they know what's going on.
It don't matter. Yo, best. That's exactly why R. Kelly did what the fuck he did, because they know. It don't matter if they know what's going on. You know better. You are an adult. It don't matter if you 15 and this 25-year-old want to throw you some coochie, bro.
That's right.
It's still rape. It's a 15-year best. It's a 15-year-old kid, bro. You cannot. It's no way, because I you my brother and I love you to death, best. But it's no way that on this show that I can even let you get that point off and not check you on that, bro. Because then it's gonna look like we don't really, like we on some fuck shit. And I'm gonna keep it 100. It's not about it being wrong, bro. It's in a public place. It got recorded. If that's what she want to do in the privacy of some private party and niggas is allowing that, that's one thing. But when it's recorded and the public see it and you a public figure, you got to deal with that backlash. Because now what if one of them boys slapped your ass? You feel some kind of way now.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this. So how come nobody had the same energy when it was saying little boys are going to be kissing little boys in cartoons?
Bro, that's not, again, people do have that, but that's not... You also have a choice into either letting your child watch that or not let them watch that.
So let me ask you this. What's the difference between a rapper coming to a pep rally and talking about kill?
You said what's the difference between what?
A rapper coming to the pep rally, talk about killing and shit like that.
First of all, any rapper that goes to a pep rally or to a school, they not performing. If they smart, they not performing those kind of songs.
No, listen. I seen a video of King Von going to high school pep rally performing his songs, and he was smoking dead people. I see every Doug performing Sly, and he talk about go get revenge. I'm pretty sure Nicki Minaj and them probably went to a pep rally and they talk what they tell you how good they pussy is.
No,
because be
no. See, but you comparing King Von and FBG Doug. These niggas at best C-list celebrities. Keeping it, they're not A-list celebrities, bro. They're not them guys.
They're not A-list celebrity either.
But
that one
she's
song,
not. She's not. But you know what the difference was? Her action got recorded and posted online. So now people are gonna have a reaction to that, bro. These are children. It don't matter if you 15, bro. I was selling crack when I was 15, nigga, but I was a kid. So if I got arrested with crack, you know what the fuck I got charged as? As a minor, nigga.
Minor.
Like, these is kids, bro. It don't matter about.
He got his parents called. Nigga, like, it's a bad reflection on the parents. It ain't even. So,
okay.
Me as a parent, I'm not jacking that. I ain't even gonna lie. My kids come home and be like, "Oh yeah, this was happening." Oh yeah, I'm calling in. What can you talk about? Y'all letting this go on? That's what y'all niggas letting happen?
You got to remember the environment that it is. Best I get it. When I was 15, bro, I was hollering at women 20 plus. When I was 16, my girlfriend was 27.
Let me ask you this question, though, bro.
At the end of the day, that's rape. I'm a 16-year-old. What the fuck you want to do? You're 30, baby. What you want to do with me?
Let me ask you this question. Her biggest song is Busted. She came to perform Busted. That's a song about how good her pussy is. What's the difference between her rapping that shit and singing it or whatever she's doing and actually just twerking, bro? Because in her song,
but at the end of the day, she still could get backlash for it. She could. It's no difference. But as just as bad of a reflection it is on the school, it's on her too. Because you can't, bro. You keep trying to justify the fact that this is what my song is, even though it's wrong and I'm at a school and I probably shouldn't do it. I'm gonna still do it because they booked me to do it, nigga. No. You could have been on there. You could have said a couple of lines that didn't have nothing to do with the bus in the open part. Feel me? And then you could have just been there happy and take pictures.
I gotta make clean versions.
Exactly, bro. You think
why you think all my songs is motherfucking censored, bro? Like one of my best songs. I'm sitting here,
bro. When we was in
song is crazy. I can't perform that shit in front of kids. Like if I go perform at a school and I go back to the town or whatever, nigga, I'm not gonna perform that song, or I'm gonna have to have a clean version where I'm.
We got 2 minutes left.
If they do know the regular lyrics or whatever the case may be, like it is what it is. But nigga, I'm not the one saying the lyrics.
We got a couple minutes left, gang. But like Blizzy, remember in 2007, right? I want to say 07 or 06, right? The Dream comes out with a song. The original song is "I Fucked Your Girl." But what's the song that we was all singing? I love your girl, little mama, so I love your girl. The song is about him being a side nigga. But you know what the difference was? It was a clean version for it. So if you were singing it in school, you wouldn't get in trouble.
Exactly.
It's about a time and a place for everything. Shorty, you at a school twerking in front of some high school kids is not gonna be a good look when you an adult. It ain't.
So let me ask you this. Say if it was a teenage rapper, right? That's in the same age bracket as them.
It still don't look good.
Cause these are the same little kids that be smoking weed.
It don't matter what the fuck they do, best wrong. You still don't justify wrong with wrong, nigga. The fuck, bro? Like you don't justify wrong. You don't justify wrong with wrong. When I got into the streets, I know for a fact. Hold on. If you get into the streets, right? This example. If you get into the streets, I know there's a possibility that I could go to jail, get killed, or somebody's going to tell on me. So when I get in the pinch, does it mean that I go tell on somebody because I know that they could tell on me? No, nigga, I made an oath. I'm going to stand on what the fuck I said, bro. I'm going to do the right thing. Even though everybody else don't do the right thing, don't mean I got to do the wrong thing.
Let me just say this. I just hope when they do plays and shit, and the little boys kiss each other in the plays, that had the same energy.
Yo, Best, I'm not gonna lie. Glad is gonna be on your ass. I have nothing to do with this. This is the thoughts of Ballout Best. This has nothing to do.
No, y'all not gonna keep justifying.
Bro, nobody's justifying shit. It's wrong.
No, I'm saying, if that's wrong, I just hope when little boys kiss each other in the place.
But there are parents that are against that too. They would say, "Yo, I'm not cool with that."
Allowing.
I don't want my kids,
bro. It's not that they.
I don't want niggas to be seeing either side, whether it's
okay. And that's the group we got to agreement. Both sides are wrong.
But it's not. No, that's about again somebody's sexuality. I cannot judge on that. That's what they want to do.
I'm not saying it's wrong with G word. I'm not saying it's wrong with being gay. I'm just saying. And they do a play. You know how people used to do plays in school and stuff like that?
You know what's the wild part? You know what's the wild part? Because I'm a Shakespeare fan, bro. And the original Shakespeare plays, women could not act. So niggas was kissing niggas anyway. Keeping it 100. Fun fact.
I don't want my... Okay, so
fun fact, bro. Like, this is the truth.
Listen, so then as a parent, I don't want my kids seeing that. How about that now?
Then you have the right to not allow your child to do that. The same way that they took prayer out of school. The same way they took prayer out of school, bro. Because some people say, yo, I'm not Christian, so I don't want my child to be praying in the beginning of school.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Because if you're gonna have a problem with Erica Banks thing, we might.
She is an adult. Yo, bro, you missing the part that she's an adult.
31.
I agree.
She's 31. Hold on. Our producer said she's 31. A 30-year-old woman is twerking in front of a 15-year-old boy.
That's great.
Like, that's sexual harassment. You know that, right? Sexual harassment you don't have to touch someone to sexually harass them. She literally is documented with sexual harassment.
If you have sex in a park, and kids are there and police pull up, you're going to jail for what? Indecent exposure, bro. You can't twerk and do shit like that in front of kids, like.
Bro, you get put on the child sex offender list, bro. That's you can get put on the sex offender list.
You're gonna have to register as a sex offender, but just because she's a female, she got a vagina.
I'm not disagreeing with your point. I'm not.
But you saying you're trying to you're not disagreeing, but you know what you're doing, Best. I'm
just saying.
We gonna wrap this up soon.
They trying to push in America, bro.
That you cannot. Best. I'm gonna say this right now, bro. However you personally feel about that, bro. And we all have our personal beliefs, bro. But we cannot sit there and say agenda being pushed because at the end of the day, some people are what they are. It has nothing to do with that. But again,
I'm not mad at that. I'm just saying, think about all the shit they've been put on kids.
Bro, you saying I understand what you're saying because I understand you. But the person from the outside, they're gonna view it as you saying, well, if you could allow this, why don't you allow this? Because you're saying something that someone's like the way that somebody would take it saying, you're saying that my lifestyle is wrong. A lifestyle versus an action is not the same thing. That lifestyle, whether somebody agrees with it or not, it is what it is. Feel me? But and even if people and on that side, that's not for putting certain things on it. I've watched Flame Monroe. Shout out to Flame Monroe, the comedian. She's a transgender comedian. She spoke about certain things that she's not okay with, or that people try to allow on that side. So, and I've spoken to people on that spectrum who feel me, who are not okay with certain things either. But we're not going to sit there and bring that up to negate, why Erica Banks could do what she did. No, my nigga, it's wrong. Wrong is wrong. Like flat out. And that's the point that I want you like trying to push for you to understand, because I know like people are going to take a clip of this, bro, and they're gonna run with it, and they're gonna be like, well, Best try to say, if a person could be LGBTQ or whatever, because you know they're gonna reach. It's wrong. Then because it's wrong. If they could do that, why can't Erica Banks twerk? Like, they're going to flip some weird shit like that, bro. And I don't want you to get caught up in that storm. So I'd rather, while we on this public platform, me be the one to say something to you before somebody else come in here and try to make something that it's not.
Oh, she's 23.
And at least,
she's 23. But 23 and 15 is still old. It's still crazy.
Yeah, way too much.
And we in a motherfucking world where niggas is actually finally getting charges brought up against him with all of this weird shit too, or whatever. So it's like that bitch might get caught up with something anyway. Like, that's just weird. I ain't even gonna lie. Even if it was my son that was 15 and was there twerking around, bro, I'm still not that. You got to be like, bitch, what the fuck is you doing, bitch?
We gonna wrap this up. We got the last 60 seconds, 120 seconds. We got two guys here. I've dated women older than me when I was younger. But Blizzy, I know he's dated women older than him when he was younger. We thought we was lit.
Gangsta.
I thought I was lit when my girlfriend was 25, I was 15, 16 years old. When I was 17, I'm messing with a 30-year-old. I'm thinking this is lit, but I have to really think, what's on this woman's mental that she think it's okay to be fucking with a junior in high school?
It's weirdo shit.
It don't make any sense. It really don't lead to anything of that. I'm not saying her twerking is wrong. It's not wrong. The environment that you're doing it in, to the demographic that you're doing it to, makes it problematic. Now, if I'm at my own joint and I'm like, Boosie is a dad and you doing what you want to do, and I'm cool with that, and it's my environment, that's one thing. But in a school, oh yeah, it's going to be probably some lawsuits. It's a lot of complaints going on over there right now because y'all allowed this girl in this building. But that's all I got to say. Anything else that y'all want to say before we get up out of here? Blizzy, I appreciate you for tapping in with us too, bro. Always love.
You already, man. Y'all keep doing y'all motherfucking thing.
R and Blizzy on the way? What's going on?
Hey, man. A lot of situations on the way right now or whatever. So until then, I'll probably drop a couple singles and shit. Feel me? And, other announcements on the way.
Let's say less.
I ain't gonna say too much right now.
All right. Best anything you want to say before we get out of here?
No, that's it.
You sure?
Yeah.
I just feel like I wasn't attacking you, bro. I don't want people to take your word.
I don't feel attacked. I just feel like if you're gonna post one, you gotta do it for everything
but
around.
You see the differences too. That's your perspective at 22. At 22, I wouldn't have gave a fuck either. But now I'm 28, a couple years from 30.
Because you gotta think about it. I look at it like this, bro. Bro, by the time I was 14, 15, we already knew what was going on. We're not blind. Like,
I get that we knew that, bro. I've been off the porch since I was 12, gang.
I'm saying
we know what's going on, but it don't make it right.
Even you
gotta
at
change.
22, if you sit here and like say you got a little cousin and you chaperone her to prom or whatever, if you sit here and bust a wine on a senior in high school right now, nigga, that's a charge.
Man, Best, you got a video. Best, I got one thing for you. Remember we did the BHE concert. You recorded it and all that. The girls on stage. My nigga, I was asking them their age before I put them on stage. I didn't let anybody on there. You had to be over 18 and up. And for me, I didn't like the women. You could go on stage if you're 18 and older. Cool. The one girl I danced with, she was like 21. I'm asking their ages. I'm not like, bro, I don't need nothing to come to me on some wild shit.
So let me ask you this. If she had not twerked in front of them like that, but she had twerked like in the middle of the circle, would everybody be as upset?
Probably, because it still was around kids. It was
it still would have been a problem though, because the environment. It doesn't matter. That's like you're going to a little kid's fucking 5th birthday party, and then you start twerking. Now, hey, you may be twerking over here with the adults, but the kids can still see you. Like, yeah. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, and I'm not going to focus too much more on that. I think this is something we probably could have unpacked earlier. Now that I think about how controversial it really could be in review. And again, like I said, at your age, when I was 15, I'd have looked at it like it was nothing too, because that's the way we was living. But just because we live in that way, we children, we don't know better. That's an adult. She should just be more cognitive of what she's doing. And yeah, man, it's just it's the controversial Best in Swoop show. We about to get up out of here. We been running loaded over an hour today. But yeah, we appreciate y'all for tuning in like I do every week. Christine, get better. Hydrate, rest, all that good stuff. Best, anything you want to say before we get up out of here? Just to say to the people.
No, I don't really got too much to say.
Best is not anti-LGBTQ. Please do not attack him.
Bro, I got gay friends.
Don't say that, Best.
That
makes the worst stuff to say. Don't say that. He's not that.
I'm cool.
Yo, Best, that's the worst thing to say. All right, we up out of here. Appreciate y'all for tuning in. And if you haven't, go watch that Supreme Team doc, man. That shit is fire. Shout out to my boy P2. Y'all know how we rock it, man. Supreme Team, baby. And get that merch too, man. If you need a link, holla at me. I can get y'all that. You heard? It's the Controversial Best of Swoop Show. We out.